Hello everyone, this is Saurabh Jha from NIT Trichy, India. I'm excited to present our paper titled Willingness to Use and Pay for Hyperloop as a Transit Perspective of a Developing Economy, as India is a developing country. This work was proudly done by our team Force Hyperloop at NIT Trichy, India, and we are gonna present this paper in European Hyperloop Week 2025 in Groningen. And also, I want to share that ANSYS is our animation and simulation partner, helping us demonstrate the technology in the most realistic and dynamic way possible. So, today's presentation will cover first, why India needs a solution like Hyperloop. Second, what current and global transport system look like. Third, how we did our study. Fourth, what people think about the Hyperloop in India. Fifth, the major factors affecting their opinions. Sixth, what are the limitations? Seventh, what comes next? So let's begin with the introduction. India is urbanizing very quickly as it is a developing country. Our cities are growing, traffic is getting worse, and people are spending more and more time just trying to from one city to another. Every day we are losing valuable time and money in traffic jams and slow transport. So it's clear we need a better way to travel, something that's faster, cleaner, and more reliable, especially for travel between cities. And this is where Hyperloop comes in the picture. Hyperloop is like a super fast train that moves through a vacuum tube. It's almost as fast as an airplane, but runs on the ground. And it uses less energy, so it's better for environment too, and also economical friendly. The best part, it's not affected by rain, fog, or traffic. So it can be on time every time. In this presentation, we'll explore what Indian people think about Hyperloop, whether they are willing to use it and pay for it, and what concerns they have. So let's see why Hyperloop can be seen as a futuristic transportation system and why it is needed in India. First one is speed. It travels as fast as a plane, but at a lesser cost. Second, time saving. You could travel from Chennai to Bangalore, which is around 300 to 400 kilometers, in less than an hour. But using other transportation system, it will take around 3 to 4 hours. So it's a huge time difference. You can use those time for other things. And third one is sustainability. It's energy efficient and eco-friendly. And finally, reliability. It's safe and undisturbed by weather or traffic. Let's now take a quick look at India's current transportation system. Today, we have buses, metro, trains, regional railways, flights. For getting around, each of these options has its own rule. But when it comes to traveling distance under 500 kilometers, like between nearby cities, there is a gap. Buses and trains are often too slow or affected by traffic. Flights are fast, but they can be expensive and time consuming, especially when we consider airport check-ins, delays, and travels to and from airports. So there is a clear need for better, faster, and more affordable options. And that's where Hyperloop fits in, offering high speed, low cost travel over medium distances. Let's look at what other countries are doing. Japan has the Shinkansen, France has TGV, China has CRH, which is a massive high speed rail network. These trains are fast, on time, and serve millions of people. India can learn from them, but also go one step ahead with new technology like Hyperloop, which can go faster along with the at lower cost. But here is the problem. In India, we don't have enough studies about what people actually think of Hyperloop. Do they trust it? Do they think it's affordable? Will they be willing to use it? That's what our research try to find out and fill those significant gaps in behavioral and economic studies concerning new high-speed transit technology in India. So, for our research purpose, we made an online survey and shared it with the people across India. We got 530 responses from students, working professionals, and regular travelers. We made sure to collect answers from people of different ages, income groups, and educational backgrounds. So we will get the overall idea for overall population. And our objectives were user perception, fair acceptability, socio-economic impact, and demographic. So to gather a large data set from a broad audience, we need to reach all over the India. So we made a Google form using all our objective and shared it all across the India so that we get the broad audience. So after sharing our Google form, we got the responses more from age group of 18 and 25 years old. Around 68% were male and 30% were female. Many came from middle income families. So we got a real world idea of that young and future travelers. For analyzing our data, we used a few important tools. First one we applied was exploratory for factor analysis, also known as EFA. This helped us to discover the hidden factors that influence whether people are willing to use or pay for Hyperloop. Next, we used CFA, also known as confirmatory factor analysis, to check if these factors were reliable and meaningful. After that, we used a method called structural equation modeling, or you can say SEM. SEM helped us understand how all those factors are connected, like how comfort, safety, and pricing together affect someone's decision. In short, these tools help us build a solid model to explain how people think about using and paying for Hyperloop systems. So let's look at the results. Around 60% of the people said they would use it if available. Another 38% said maybe they would use it depending on how it works out. What's even more encouraging for us is that 82% supported that the idea of government investment in Hyperloop. This shows two things. First one is there is real market for Hyperloop in India, and second, people see it as a public good, something that government should help build. So overall, the public enthusiasm is very high for it. So what makes people excited about using Hyperloop? The biggest reason is time saving. People love the idea of reaching their destination much faster. After that, comfort and safety were major regions too. Today's travelers care a lot about having a smooth, stress-free, and secure journey. Also, many respondents like the idea of fair or competitive pricing. In short, if a Hyperloop is fast, safe, and comfortable at a reasonable price, people are ready to go for it. On the other hand, there are some real concerns that people have. The first concern is about safety. Since Hyperloop is still a new and untested technology in India, many people really feel unsure about how safe it really is. That means we need to clearly explain how it works and show proper safety tests to gain public trust. The second concern is infrastructure. Hyperloop needs huge investments in tunnels, tubes, and stations. People are asking, is it even possible to build all this in India? And finally, people worry about high ticket prices. Will it be affordable or just for the rich? Also, some raised question about the um, environmental impact of such a large scale projects. So for Hyperloop to succeed, We need to solve these doubts with transparency and smart planning. So, our topic was willingness to use and pay. So, let's discuss about that. So, now let's talk about what influences willingness to use. People are more likely to use Hyperloop if, first one, it's fast and comfortable. Second, they trust the safety and system. Third, it's clean and reliable. So experiences matters just as much as speed. What about willingness to pay? It depends on ticket price, of course, but also how people compare it with the flights and trains. If people feel Hyperloop gives the value of money, they'll extremely happy to use and pay for that. Like every other studies, ours also contains some limitations. Most of our data came from urban areas. So we weren't able to reach to the rural people and very low income group. So they were underrepresented. Also, we asked people about their opinions, which is not actually exist. So everything they have to assume and then they have to answer. So, based on our study, what should we do going forward? First, we need to include more people from rural and low income areas in future research. Their voices matter too, and we want a complete picture all over the India. Second, we should try mock rides or simulations to see how people actually behave, not just what they say. That will help us understand real reactions and expectations. And third, we should start comparing Hyperloop with the other transport options in real life situations. That will tell us where it truly fits best. Now to conclude, our findings that people in India are ready for Hyperloop, but they want it to three main things: safe, affordable, and supported by the government. People care about trust, comfort, and value for money. If we can deliver those, they'll support this new model of transport. So, what's next? We must focus on needs of users first. That means designing Hyperloop to be comfortable, reliable, and not just for the wealthy. We must also build the right infrastructure and answer people's doubts, especially around safety and environmental impacts. If the pricing is fair and the travel experience is smooth and efficient, Hyperloop has the potential to transform how India travels. Thank you.